to mention in the other film about the gorges was, I reckon one of the early explorers' name was Stuart, something starting with H, I think it was. Hence the reason why we have the Stuart Highway that comes from right down south, right up to Darwin. It's called the Stuart Highway. So they named it after one of the explorers by the name of Stuart that first went through Katherine Gorge. And so he gets into Katherine, which Katherine Gorge is a good half an hour out in a national park outside of Katherine itself. So this Sir Stuart discovered Katherine, etc., and he named it Katherine after his first daughter, his oldest daughter. So hence the reason that's why we have Katherine being the name of the town. That's the history behind it. It's the same as the Stuart Highway. It's the same man. So yeah, just a bit of trivia, that's all it is. I remember the lady speaking about it on the cruise this morning, and I forgot to add that little bit of information into our film, but there it is. Marge just reminded me of one other thing. The same fella that named the town Katherine because of his daughter, he had another daughter, Edith, and he named Edith Falls in, I reckon it's one of the best in the Northern Territory. Edith Falls. It's about half an hour drive out of Katherine, and that's the one fall that we didn't get to see out of the helicopter. It's a fair way across. You've got to do the hour tour to do that, and the hour tour is over $1,000 each. So Margs and I done the half an hour tour. That was expensive enough, but I didn't care. I wanted Margaret to see those waterfalls at Katherine. Bloody big day, Margs.
Oh, isn't it what? Up
Hey?
at 5 o'clock for the boat tour. Helicopter flight.
Yeah.
Swim in the hot springs to end the day.
Yeah, so one thing that we didn't put on YouTube was the last 2 days I've swam in that natural spring. You would have seen me film it all through there. But today, after our helicopter flight, Margaret and I went back there with our goggle and snorkels, and up where the spring happens, with the goggles on, you can see it goes, it's endless. I'd love to go down there with a big spotlight and actually go down as far as I can hold my breath. And film it with our GoPro that I left at home. I could soon buy another one, but yeah, what we've seen with the goggle and snorkels on was, yeah, that joint was just an absolute playground. We weren't there long, we wanted it to be a quick visit. We just wanted to see what it was like under the water because it's crystal clear. And so we had a dip and a wash and all that, and here we are at Bridge Creek. I'm sure you've just seen the road trip to get here. It's been all right. Big fire over there I've just found out it's a natural burn, so it's a natural burn off, so there's no problem there. It's under control. According to the drone, it was 3.6 kilometres from here, so yeah, it's not going to catch us anytime soon. Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
Cheers, big ears.
That's funny.
You right, big boy? They're funny. Making it happen, brother. Making it happen. Oh, what a big day. What do you reckon we're going to have for dinner, love?
I reckon we're going to have some hamburgers. With all the salad, all the trimmings.
Ooh, yummy hamburgers with all the trimmings. What can I say? Yum, yum. Young Curdy's got his eye on something in the tree. I'm sure there'll be some footage of that later. It'll be a possum, I would say, one of them. But we'll bring you the live action. Turtle. I spotted yesterday, see the big grease stain coming out of there? That tells me that that wheel is getting very hot. I spotted it yesterday out on one of the highways, and just out of Katherine it was. That's the hottest wheel, that back left hand in the caravan. This one's all right. It's still, you can see it's leaking a bit of grease out. That grease won't melt until 500 plus degrees, and when it leaks out like that, it means it's getting very, very, very hot. So the last thing I want to happen is to collapse a bearing. The wheels get that hot, you know, you can get the tyre can blow. You can get in all sorts of trouble pretty quick. So we're well under 100 Ks from Darwin, and there's no problem. Just means I've got to slow it down a bit. When we get into the caravan park, park it up. Before it moves again, I've got to pull those bearings apart, pull the drums off, get the old bearings out and slam some new bearings in it. And should be ready to go again. The car's been fine, all the bearings, but every single time, or not every single time, but most times I pull over after doing highway speed, I put the back of my hand on all those wheels, especially the caravan, and it just to make sure the temperature's right. If there's a problem inside, they run hot. Sometimes you can smell them, but you're best to get it early before something serious happens. So we've got this one early. The bearings were fine when we left home. We've done nearly 17,000 Ks, and when we get to Darwin, we are halfway. So that's all good. But yeah, you just got to keep on top of your gear. But yeah, halfway to Darwin. Just pulled up here to check it, have a coffee, and you know, we find these little paradises. They're just everywhere. We're just out of Adelaide River back there. There was 2 dead pigs on the side of the road, one on each side of the road. They'd been hit by cars. So we're getting into that territory. Everything up here is big. The birds are big, the pigs are big. You know, the gum leaves on the gum trees are huge. I actually got one at the last park, and I'll show you. The gum leaves up here, don't know why, they're massive. I have seen bigger, but not for a lot of years. But here he is up here. You know, Corey and Taylor will be at the caravan park within an hour. I bet you we see you before you see this movie, but we'll see you soon. Yeah, everything up here is big, but so we've got the kettle on, we're having a cuppa, and we will be in Darwin in about 45 minutes. Thanks for the cuppa, Marg.
No worries.
You're a bloody legend and a joy to travel with.
Same.
Thanks, darling. It saves paying $5 or $6 for one when you stop at the bloody shop, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, yum yums. So the young bloke in that 80 series over there, I was just talking to him. He hunts donkeys and buffalo for pet food. That's his job. He drives around the Northern Territory, or not far from Darwin, he lives in Darwin, and goes out and shoots an animal and dissects it all on the side of the road, bags it all up, bangs it in the fridges in the back of his truck, takes it back for pet food and sells it. That's his job. That's what he does for a living. What a job. Time to hit the road, straight into Darwin. So the 1st of July up at the Northern Territory in Darwin, you can buy whatever fireworks you want, and they let them off everywhere, and clearly they leave their shit everywhere as well. But yeah, 1st of July, fireworks galore. Lest we forget. So all that information that we just gave you, this is the actual airstrip. we just fueled the old girl up and we don't even need to go anywhere. Where are we, Margaret?
Darwin.
We have made it to Darwin. So, hope you've enjoyed our little footage of the road trip from Katherine to Darwin, because we made it. We are now officially halfway on our road trip around Australia. We've made it to the halfway mark. What do you reckon, Margs?
It's all good.
That's all good. What do you reckon, Curdy?
He's just waiting for his coffee.
Oh, yeah. Every day I drink one of these and Curdy's just got to have a bit.
He's waiting.
Look at Kurt frothing. He's frothing out the mouth. He loves it that much. He's just had a chicken on the skewer and a Kransky wrapped in bacon. Oh, he loves life as much as what I do.